It's a Flashboy News Alert update with your host, Rob Booker.
Hey friends, got a ton of questions about the Flashboy robot, so I wanted to do a video and kind of explain more about how it works, do a little bit more testing. So welcome to the video, welcome here. I'm going to do a longer video today. This is going to be longer than the videos that I've been uploading recently. This is probably going to be 20 minutes long, so if you're not up for a long video about backtesting, I totally don't mind. I'm not offended if you skip the video. And we've got lots more support and resistance and other things coming for you later. But tons of you are asking about backtesting and settings and all kinds of stuff with this robot. So the best idea is just to do a video here and make sure you get all the information you need. I've got the Flashboy robot up and running here on MetaTrader. And as you know, we backtested some 15-minute candles yesterday. And I want to focus our attention on backtesting these shorter term charts for this video in particular, because I think there's a lot of potential to run the robot on short-term charts as long as you accept the risk and you understand what those risks are. It's totally possible that it's going to fail here and it's not going to take any trades and things are going to go wrong, but I'm going to focus my attention on the British pound US dollar and the 5-minute chart. And we're going to do some optimization, and we're going to do some trading in visual mode to make sure everything is working correctly. Now I'm pulling up the screen right here, and you should see the settings in the middle of my screen. And hopefully I'm able to zoom in here on the editing software so that you can see these items a little bit larger. The magic number stays the same, we never change that. Candles back, as you already know, refers to the length of the possible divergence that can be created. And slippage is 5, and max spread is 5. I've already talked about those numbers in other places. We're going to look at a flash move on the current time frame chart. Because we're backtesting the 5-minute chart, that means we'll be looking for flash moves on the 5-minute chart. What I want to see is when a 5-minute chart produces a candle that is 15 pips or larger. If I move over here to the charts, just as a side note, and I look at the 5-minute British pound US dollar, I can see that we do occasionally have 5-minute candles that are 30.36 to 30.44. That's, you know, a 10 pip or 15 pip candle is a really big candle on the 5-minute chart. This is a really giant one, 30.69 to 30.44. That's a 50 pip candle on the 5-minute chart. So I think having a 15 pip candle is perfectly fine. We'll test this out and we'll try a bunch of stuff out, but we're going to start here with that number. We're going to wait 20 pips for the second trade. First trade size is going to be 3 mini lots. Second trade size is going to be 5 mini lots. Stop loss is going to be irrelevant. We're not going to use that to begin with. And we're going to go for, it's a 5-minute chart with $3 a pip. Let's go for $30 or 10 pips. And once again, if you're watching this video, you can get the robot that I'm testing for free at the link below this video. Or if you're watching on Facebook, if I decide that it's reasonable or rational to upload this to Facebook, you can grab this at the link above or wherever on Facebook. Okay, so the second trade profit, if it opens 2 trades, we want to reduce our profit target to something like, I don't know, $6, like something very small. We want to move to break even if we've made $15. And we want to take half of our profit off the table when we reach $15, or $7.50. And I'm not going to play around with any of the adding to trades things. I guess we could start, well, maybe I will. Maybe we could start adding to trade once we've made $7. I don't know how these settings are going to work, and I'm going to do this in visual mode so we can actually see the screen move forward. And away we, oh, it has to save up the data here and load the data. I forgot about that. So we're just going to wait for a moment while it does that. And while we're waiting for that to happen, I just want to say a few words about robot trading in general. robot trading, like any other kind of trading, carries a significant, substantial risk of loss, and it's not suitable for everybody. And just because it is a robot doesn't mean that it's going to work well, or that it's going to make you happy, or whatever. There are tons of ways that things can go wrong with a robot. For example, in order for a robot to run correctly on MetaTrader 4, your MetaTrader 4 account has to be open and the software has to be open. So most people choose to run their MetaTrader robot account on a virtual private server, which is a Windows computer that is on all the time. If you work with Forest Park FX or other brokers that offer a free VPS or have options to do that, your broker may offer you the VPS free of charge, and that solves the problem. Other people go to Chicago VPS or Microsoft Azure, or use a Amazon AWS EC2 instance. In any case, it's not really difficult to set up a virtual private server, but it is outside the scope of this conversation. I do have a playlist on YouTube called Getting Started in MetaTrader 4 with some more items and ideas on virtual private servers. The easiest of which is Amazon Lightsail. Super easy to set up, super easy to run. Okay. And back to the chart here. Now I've got it in visual mode, so we're going to be able to see the trades when they fire off. And look, a bunch fired off right there. I want to change this to expand what it looks like when it takes trades, if we can find it, the next time it takes some trades. Okay, I can't see those trades that it took anymore. We'll probably have to wait for it to take brand new trades. Okay, it hasn't taken any new trades. I'm a little bit concerned that we're not seeing a lot of trades. Oh, here we go. There we go. Let me change the background color on this chart. It might, oh no, it didn't erase the trades. So here are the trades that it took. And let's break this down step by step, item by item. All right. Here are the trades that it took. It looks like it took a whole bunch of trades. And these trades were buy trades, and they ended profitably. And there must have been a 5-minute bearish candle that was larger than 15 pips. Wow. I don't know where that candle is. That should be interesting. Let's see what it looks like here in the results window. Oh, a lot of wins. Tons of wins here. So far, the robot's profitable, and it took a bunch of buy trades. That's great. So it did work. It must have had a bearish candle that was 15 pips or greater. And maybe this is... Jeez, I don't know. Okay, well, let's keep it going. I mean, the reason that we backtest and the reason we experiment with stuff is so that we can see the questions that we're going to have as it trades. Wow, I'm surprised it hasn't taken any trades. Look at this giant candle here. That is a really big 5-minute candle. And there are trades. They're right here. They're so small I couldn't see them. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. It's very difficult to see the trades on the screen here. But what we have is a 5-minute candle that is just, it's a bullish candle that's really big. And then over here is where the divergence showed up. And it took a couple of trades. And it looks like those trades were profitable as well. Yep. So it just keeps making $7, it seems, taking profit off the table. It doesn't really ever... This robot will never really ever get all the way to a big profit target. What it will do is it will just keep taking small gains over time. I wonder if this was a profitable trade. This bullish trade right here. Yep, one was a loss and one was a win. $52 loss and $59 win. So it got out at break even, or it got out at that $6 profit target once a second trade had opened. But what if we had changed that second trade profit target to something much bigger? Wow, on the next round of testing, that's what I want to see. And you should experiment with larger second trade size profit targets. Okay. At the very end, it took a couple of trades, and it looks like those trades were $6 break-evens. Okay. Let's go back to the settings on the expert properties, and I want to change the second profit target to $100. And then I want to start the backtesting all over again. And I want to wait until we get to that really big trade that we saw. Okay. So it opened a bunch of trades. This is the one that should have made a lot of money. And did it? Wow, there's a bunch of weird stuff going on here. Oh, it broke even. Look at that, $24 loss, $11 loss, $30 win, $6 loss, $3 loss. That trailing stop business kicked in. Oh, that's so good. It's such a good protective measure. I know I didn't score the big win there, but it kind of makes me happy that that's the way it went. Like, you can try to get ridiculous with this robot, and what the robot will do is it will say, thanks but no thanks. We just want you to make money. So this isn't going fantastic. Here are the numbers, and I'll highlight them. So we made $100 of profit, but we had to put up with a $639 drawdown, and that's not acceptable to me. That seems like it's unacceptable and unnecessary even. I want to go back to the expert properties and change this profit target to $6 again. It will open fewer trades now because it's not trying as hard to make money. And then I just want to move more quickly. I don't want to do visual mode. I want to just let the robot take the trades, and we'll go to the report. So now we have the same, oh, see, it didn't do much better. That didn't really change things. $79 in profit, but we had a $642 drawdown. Just not acceptable. This isn't going to work. I'm not going to tolerate that kind of loss. And I didn't intend for this video to be sort of all roses and show you anything perfect. I intended for you to see that the robot can make money. It can use the short-term charts. However, you've got to work through some of the settings here on individual currency pairs or other financial instruments if you can trade other financial instruments on your MetaTrader. And you've got to work through some of the settings. And I'm going to keep testing the settings and keep working through them. And then when I'm satisfied that I have a low drawdown and an acceptable profit, and the drawdown has to be lower than my profit. If it has a drawdown of $100, I've got to make $100 or more in profit over that period of time in testing. Some of you have asked if we're going to build this for MetaTrader 5. It's possible. There are no plans to do that immediately. If any of you watching the video do program for MetaTrader 5 and you want to help out on the project, that would be fine. We'd be thrilled to work together with you and get this project done. Also, I'm going to continue producing some videos and doing some backtesting and answering your questions. So if you have a question about this robot or the testing that you're doing, or you started to run it because you did some testing and you want to share some results with everybody here, then we would all be thrilled to hear how you're doing and what you're doing. Remember, test a bunch of different time frames, test a bunch of different profit targets, test a bunch of different currency pairs, and use this comment section below as a collaborative experience to share some of your results and share some of your ideas. Don't share an idea like, hey, Rob, why don't you try? That's not going to help me because I'm going to try those things anyway. Try them and then tell me how it went for you in your testing. That would be super helpful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for downloading the robot. If you didn't already, you can grab the robot at the link below this video on YouTube, or above this video on Facebook, or sideways on this video on some video platform that hasn't been invented yet. I love you all. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you on the next one.